Okay, folks, how are you doing? So in this video, we're going to talk about the animation of the arm. Now, in the previous video, previous exercise, we talked about how it's related to the upper body. So now what we're going to do, we're going to show you, I'll show you how it relates to the arm. So again, with the pendulum here, this is an example. So if we think of this area as the shoulder, and then we can take this area as the arm, humerus, and this is the radius and ulna, and this can be, the third one can be the hand. That's the simple form of thinking about the arm, yeah. And then what we're doing here, we're just breaking the joint, we're just offsetting the animation. Now I just wanted to show you this example to show you that, it's just simple steps, one by one. Yeah, it's all related to the same thing. The pendulum with the body, we saw in the previous exercise, how that's related. And we just flip this around, we flipped it around the other way to show that the upper body is the spine. So in this one, if we look at this example here, and then I'll just bring in the arm, and you can see this is the same concept. So it's not complicated, it's very simple stuff. So the reason I'm showing you this is because I want to break down each part of the body to make it simple for you to understand. Because when you have the whole body animation, when you see everything, it can be quite overwhelming. But if you break it up into little segments, it's more easier to animate. So you can pose all the characters with all the limbs, and then you can go in one by one, hide the arms, hide the legs, hide the torso, and see how it's working properly. And I'll do a demo of that to show you. I'll do a demo of a walkthrough, how I go through a whole animation in the in-game animation module, which will be later on. But these fundamentals are so important. That's why I keep repeating them over and over again, because I want you to kind of get them soaked into your head, because if you get these fundamentals right, you can pretty much animate whatever you want. These are like the main bits. So that's why I can show you that. And I'll show you quickly how I did it on this arm. So if I come in here, I go into the graph editor. I'll just make this smaller for you so it's easier. Sorry. Got a couple of got about 3 monitors set up here, so I can drag them across. So that's why you see them coming from this side. So, for example, if I delete all of these, and simple like we did last time, we select the top shoulder here, and then we go back to 0, key it. So we could key it here first, middle click it, bring it to 25, let go and press S. That would key the same pose. Now when we come to the middle, all we need to do is just change this Y, put a minus, so it's equal the other way. Now you'll just see a simple swing. Now all I did, I went into here, R, selected everything, then I went to edit, copy. Selected that, the elbow control and the wrist. Sorry, let's select the elbow control again. Okay, let's go into the middle here and the wrist. So we go to the start here now, yeah, selecting both of them. So select this, press shift, and you can select the second one. Press S, the parameters come up, yeah, the Y ones. We're looking at Y because that's what's making it rotate that way. So what we'll do is select these again, select Y here, press Control, select the other Y. And then all you're doing, you just go to edit, paste. See, it's all moving together now, you see. What you can do is select the second one, and you just want to go here, cycle. So it's cycling here, it's cycling here. And then you just need to select them all, middle button, press the shift, and then middle button on the mouse, and just drag it 2 times forward. 1, 2. Select that one, the wrist one, do the same thing, cycle them, otherwise it will pop. I'll show you. I'll show you when you don't cycle it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift and middle button, yeah? and move it across 4. So if you look now, it's a bit more delayed, yeah, a bit more loose. Now, what happens if you don't cycle it? So if you go to curves, post-infinity constant, post-infinity constant, yeah? This will reset it back to just keyframes. You see there's no cycles. Now watch it pop. If you play it now, oh, it didn't. Oh, there. Can you see that little pop at the end? There you go. You can see a little jerk happening there. That's because the first frame and the second frame don't match. You see that? There's a little bit of movement. As soon as you add cycle, it matches it. It's just how Maya works. It calculates, and you can and it's important in games to know that, and also match the tangents, which I'll talk about more. But this was just an example I wanted to share with you about how the pendulum relates. So these are 2 main exercises: the bouncing ball and the pendulum. The bouncing ball related to the hips, and the pendulum is related to the arm structure from all the way from the upper body, upper arm, elbow, wrist. So if you imagine that as the root of the pendulum, and then this is the elbow, and then this is the wrist. So I just wanted to do a little demo of it to just show you. And then, people come all the way down to the fingers, and they even move that a little bit all the way down to get that kind of wave going on. But you can do that depending on your character. But just a simple video, I wanted to show you the purpose of the pendulum exercise and why it relates so much to the arm, and in the previous exercise to the upper body. So now what we'll do in the next video, we'll do a lecture on anticipation in squash and stretch. Or I'll see you in the next video for that, yeah? So little simple video, I just wanted to show you how this relates to the arm. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.